start fucking saying the word no. The word no, N-O, is the most powerful word ever created. It is the most powerful word in the whole fucking universe. In any language, no is the most powerful, is the most important word you could learn to say. And I've actually heard people argue with me on this, and I've heard other people who are very, high-end professors and very sought after people say, don't say no. No is mean. No is ugly. Fuck that. Don't ever listen to that. No needs to be your main word in your vocabulary. You don't get into trouble by not saying no. You get into trouble by saying yes too much. You don't get overweight because you don't have a problem saying no. You get overweight because you don't have the willpower and strength to say no. You don't have problems in your life because you say yes all the time. Yes is not the problem. It's your willpower to say no, because no hurts someone's feelings. No establishes your core values. No creates separation from you and whatever that is. The word no should be your most sought after word ever. Because when you learn to say no, when you have the discipline and courage to say no and say it often and proud. By the way, not saying, oh, maybe, no. Start saying no, not nah, no. Start saying no, the word no. Because when you say no, your yes means a lot more. Because if you say yes to everything, your yes means nothing. When you say no to damn near everything, but the moments you do say yes, it makes your yes more powerful, and it creates what's called integrity. Integrity of thought, integrity of action. Every single person on this call does not have a problem with saying yes. You have a problem with saying no. And the word no is what establishes your power and authority. It establishes your independence. The word no is how you become free. Because by saying no, you establish your standard. You establish your discipline. The word no makes the yes sure and secure. If you start learning how to say no, then you are establishing integrity in your life. If you say no to anything that does not represent your standards, you establish integrity and in turn establish power. They say if you want to create confidence, here's what you do. You keep your word. One of the most fascinating things I could ever tell you right now is if you could just ever keep your own word to yourself, you'd be powerful beyond your wildest dreams. Imagine you always kept your word when you said you're going to get up in the morning and go work out. Imagine if you always kept your word when you're going to eat healthy. Imagine if you always kept your word when you say you're going to do what you need to do for your business. Imagine where you'd be right now at your fucking age, even though we're all young here. Imagine where you'd be if you had just kept your fucking word. And the only problem with not keeping your word is that you didn't say no to the other bullshit. You didn't say no because you had FOMO. You didn't say no because it was more comfortable to say in bed. You didn't say no to eating those fucking Twinkies and having seconds. That is the only problem. Because if you kept your word on everything, you'd have hit the gym every single day for the last, 5 fucking years? You would have ate healthy every day for the last 5 fucking years. And what would you look like physically? What would you actually be like if you read books every day like you told yourself you were gonna? And by the way, it's literally impossible to say no, say yes to everything. Let me say that again. It is literally impossible to say yes to everything. So by definition, saying yes to everything makes you a liar. And you lose integrity by saying yes to everything. If you want to make your life easy, say no to damn near everything, but when you do say yes, it means something. Because if I do say, here's what I think. I say no to all this other shit that everyone keeps putting out. And I know they're big names, they're talking about these morning routines. By the way, I remember talking to you guys about morning routines and how everyone's out here talking about do this, do this, do this. Well, guess what? If you start saying yes to everything, oh, yes on cold plunge, yes on this, yes, you become a yes man, then you're never ever gonna possibly be able to keep up with all that. So you've already established yourself as a liar. You've lied to yourself, which is more important. More important if you lie to yourself or not than if you lie to others, okay? So you've established that you'll lie to yourself. And your word now means nothing. And now it carries zero power, not only with yourself, but with everybody else around you. So if you want to, you know those people who walk into a room, you're like, holy shit, like, who's that? You just feel their presence. You can just feel like that's that dude, like, holy fuck, who is that, right? I got that feeling when Ed Milet walked in the room. I got that feeling when Tony Robbins walked in the room. You get that feeling when that dude walks in. You know what that is? That's literally them emanating more light and power and truth and integrity than you. They emanate it. They literally grow inside because every time they've kept their word a lot more than you have.